Okay, this is just a quick tip for pruning. If you have to prune some shrubs, and typically you might try, if you're using just hand tools, you don't want to purchase some power tool. You're just a small-time hobbyist, just take a clipper like this and clip. This is a clipper I use for cutting sheet metal and so forth. But what I'm going to suggest instead is to use another little thing which I bought to cut PVC pipe, which is a ratcheting cutter. See, it has a ratchet in here, and it has a big leverage. So each squeeze just ratchets this thing down, and it goes step by step. This is a tool used for cutting PVC pipe, which works a lot better than a pipe cutting tool that works typically designed for metal and you could use for cutting pipe, but this one works a lot better. And I bought this to make stuff like this bike rack here, you can see. So the bike rack, like buy about $8 worth of, since I have a fancy bike that's too fancy for the Santa Cruz made in USA mountain type bike, too fancy for a kickstand, so I had to make a stand. The ones on Amazon seem to cost about $16 or something for a small metal one. I just made this one for about $8 worth of parts, and I paid $10, I guess, for this cutter. But I still have the tool left over, so that always appeals to guys like me. So let me just show you how this thing works. So typically you'd have some little branch like this, and you try to get this thing on it, try to do it with one hand here, and you can't really, you just kind of have to gnaw on it with this clipper, which takes a lot of strength. It's just kind of, the leverage is not really great enough to just easily snap that thing off for most people. Now here I am with a PVC cutting tool, the same branch, just clip it on there. You see the ratcheting action just holds the thing in place, so once it starts to make the cut, it holds the cut, whatever progress you've made with that ratcheting device. And the leverage is like you're just making a little bit of progress with each squeeze, but it makes it so that you can just clip that off with just minimal strength. That was just one-handed. I'm filming with one hand and cutting with the other hand. So that's just the cheapest little PVC cutting tool, about $10 from a hardware store. So, I think for me, I was really pleased by how well it worked. I think it's a pretty good device.